Alright, today's a really special day. It's February 19th. It marks 1 year officially since I started traveling internationally. Not only that, but I'm in Cambodia, which is country number 30. 30 countries in 1 year. And I'm in Siem Reap, apparently one of the largest historical religious sites in the world is here. It's like Angkor Wat. So I'm gonna go check that out. Got a lot of work to do this week, so I'm gonna be focusing on doing a lot of that too. And yeah, I'm finding it hard to believe that I've made it to even 30 countries in my lifetime. So I'm super happy that I'm here, and yeah. So interestingly enough, if you look at the Google map for Angkor Wat, you're gonna notice that it's just this kind of square, and that's because the temple itself is surrounded by like this moat, and many years ago the people kind of dug this moat, and I'm crossing the bridge right now. But when you first look at it in the map, you're like, could this be? So I'm in Cambodia, and I found myself in a place called the Bugs Cafe. In Cambodia, a lot of people here do eat insects as just a normal thing to eat. So I'm getting a lot. I actually ordered snake. I got tarantula, scorpions. All right, this is super impressive. So what do we have everywhere?
I explain you about the food.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So these two spring roll with ant inside.
These two, this spring roll and this spring roll has ants inside of them. Okay.
With the flying ant and the red ant.
Okay.
Yes. Go with the sauce.
Okay, you dip it in the sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one the spider donut.
This is the tarantula in tempura.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with the mayonnaise and the mango chutney.
Okay.
This one the Mediterranean full latte.
Which one's this?
The Mediterranean full latte with the red ant again.
Oh, more ants. Okay.
Yeah. Some pesto inside and no pesto here.
Okay.
So for the skewer, this one the giant water bug.
Giant water bug. It looks almost like a cockroach, but it's not. Okay.
Yeah. This one the tarantula again.
More tarantula. Okay.
So this is the grasshopper.
Grasshopper?
Yeah.
There's two grasshoppers in there. Okay.
So the brown one, this one is the silkworm.
I've had silkworm before.
Yeah.
That was okay.
And the cricket is here.
And the crickets.
Okay, yeah.
Spring roll with ants. Oh, okay. You can see the ants in there. And to be honest, you can't really taste anything different other than it's a spring roll. So, no, pretty good. So these silkworms, I had them when I was in Thailand, and I didn't like them the first time. If I remember, I think I described them almost as like rotten onions, but maybe the ones that I had in Thailand just weren't seasoned very well or something, because this tastes more like meaty. Almost like, dare I say, chicken? Earthy chicken. Oh, no, I remember there's kind of a bad aftertaste, and that aftertaste is still here. Okay. All right, cricket. Cricket's actually something that I've been excited about trying out, so let's see how this guy tastes. You know, in a weird way, I feel like these crickets taste a little bit like pork, or something like that. Yeah. Now this is the tempura fried tarantula. And I was reading up on this, so I guess like the legs are pretty meaty, but then you have to worry about like the little middle abdomen part. It's very like bursty or juicy. It's a little tough. How would I explain how this tastes? I mean, there's so much tempura batter over this that it kind of like takes over the taste. Maybe it's like, oh, I know this. Like, first thought is like beef jerky or something like that, but it's not quite that. I'm just gonna put this whole tarantula thing in my mouth and see how that goes. I know this might be weird, but it's like, it almost reminds me of like ice cream. It's kind of like creamy. It's got a bit of like a cherry vanilla flavor. In a weird way, it's like ice cream, almost like Dr. Pepper. Huh. So there's this insect skewer right here. And you can see I'm gonna start off with these grasshoppers. Move down to this tarantula. And then this water bug really looks like a cockroach. That's the one I'm kind of a little iffy about eating. So you might be wondering, like, how can I eat all this? But the trick is to try not to look at it too much, which is what I'm doing right now. But if you look away and you just own it, and try to think about the flavors that come after that, it's not too bad. Reminds me of those like shrimp crackers that you eat. It's not like sour, it's a little bit more salty. Maybe it's because they're like really seasoning the insects well here. Not sure if this is how insects just generally taste, or if it's because they did such a great job seasoning it here. It's pretty delicious. Okay, this one I'm a little worried about. It's crunchy. Okay. It's not bad. I'm not gagging. I wish I could like explain what this flavor is. It's not bad. It's not like any chicken or meat that I've had. Jeez, what does this taste like? It definitely tastes like something familiar. It's definitely not bad, guys. It's not amazing either. I did like the grasshoppers, but the tarantula I'm okay with. Alright, this is probably the one that I'm most worried about. And like just looking at it, I said the trick is to not look at it, but okay, this one I'm like I'm getting weirded out about. I don't like the taste of this one as much. It's like almost like ultra gamey chicken or something like that. Like with the outer shrimp. I probably wouldn't eat that one again. No. So here's the scorpion, and they cut off the pincer, so hopefully I don't get poisoned. And it's kind of hard to stab into it. I've been told that the pinchers are pretty crunchy and pushing down. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Those pinchers are really hard. It's like I don't know if you've ever chewed on like shrimp tail shells. It's harder than that. It's like biting on your fingernails or something. It's like really hard. All right, so the coconut snake arrived, and here's what it looks like. So this is coconut snake, has your rice, and I'm assuming that this is the snake meat. I was kind of hoping that snake would taste a little bit like eel or unagi, and it doesn't, for the record. You would think because they're both like long, slippery animals, maybe. But it's a little bit more... it's tougher than that. You know how you can sometimes have like beef cubes or beef strips? And it's kind of like tough and a little bit more on the dry side. It's kind of what it reminds me of. But, you know, the way that they're seasoning this here is, it's pretty fantastic, so, yeah. I like this. All right, Cambodia is officially over. You know, my week in Cambodia was, I would argue, kind of uneventful. I mean, I did get to go see Angkor Wat, which, you know, I think you should see it, but the tourists personally kind of bothered me, so, The interesting thing about Angkor Wat is when you go there, like, the etchings and the carvings in the walls are incredibly detailed, so that was kind of fascinating to see. But, you know, this week, I wasn't really feeling, just personality-wise, like, this week was maybe a little bit more psychologically difficult for me. Like, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, didn't have as much kind of motivation to go out and explore and try to meet new people like I usually do. But I'm very happy. On my last night in Cambodia, I did push myself to go out. I ate at the Bug Cafe, which was really cool. Became friends with the owner, which is a fantastic guy from France. He had some friends visiting from France as well, and he invited me to go out drinking with them. And I was out till late, drinking a lot of wine with a bunch of expats from France, and that was pretty cool. Though, still, Siem Reap itself is like incredibly focused on tourism. Historically, I've been okay with that. Like, I don't know, just having so many like foreigners kind of like bum rush a place, and then seeing how the rest of a city or a town like grows and changes to support that, and it tends to just kind of make it feel like a city or a country ends up losing its soul. This happened to me back in Bali as well, and I treasured very much that I was able to go and kind of get a glimpse of a more real Indonesia in my perspective. But I didn't really get that here in Cambodia. But, you know, to criticize myself, I just didn't put in as much effort to find it. Would I come back to Cambodia? Yes, but not Siem Reap. I would probably try to go to a smaller town with some of the other temples, just to try to see a more authentic taste of what Cambodian life is like. So, yeah, Cambodia, it was good. Eating the insects was interesting. And, yeah, thank you, Cambodia. This one's kind of difficult. Sant Nas. I hope I said that right. And Okun Chiran, until next time.